Hey guys, what is going on? This is Sir Pie, and today with my first episode of Top 5 Battlefield 4 tips. This is gonna be a series of no more than like 10 episodes where I give you the top 5 Battlefield 4 tips. So yeah, have fun watching it. Tip number 1 is reviving your teammates. This won't only help your team with one ticket and stuff, it will help your points as well, since you get 20 to 100 points depending on how long you charge your defibrillator. And make sure that you only revive your teammates if they are in a safe position and you won't get shot and they won't get shot when you revive them. So if, for example, when they're in an open field, don't rush out and revive them if you know that there's an enemy, because if there's an enemy, you're gonna get killed, the guy you just pressed gonna get killed, and you're gonna lose 2 tickets instead of 1 if you would have let this guy die on the open field. Number 2 is when you spawn on your teammate and you end up in a position like I did there, always run into cover straight away. And to make sure, you always throw a medkit down if you took damage, or for example for other teammates like I do over there. And always make sure that you keep staying in cover, and when you spawn in such a situation, don't keep laying prone on the ground and trying to shoot the enemy. Just spawn, go in cover, and then approach the enemies around the corner like I do in the video. Tip number 3 is use your grenades. There's a reason that DICE added so many grenades into the game, and yeah, you have there's a reason you always have a grenade, and I prefer those mini grenades since you have got 3 grenades of them and they're pretty strong. And make sure to throw them somewhere where you know that enemy is gonna be, and use them like I do in the escalators to hold the enemies back, since they already have people up there. For example, like the guy I shot there in the corner. You would want to prevent the enemies from pushing in when you throw grenades down there. So while you're throwing the grenades, the enemies will have to push down and won't come up. In the time the enemies are scared from the grenade, you can go and pick their friends. And as you can see in the video, this guy peeking around the corner was pretty stupid, because you could see his fire around the corner. He was directly behind the corner, not a bit further away. And as you can see, I got a kill with a grenade there. And yeah, his flash of the weapon just showed me where he is. And yeah, that's the reason why you may use a flash suppressor. Do not show your actual position. But yeah, can't do much about that. This guy died. And just keep in mind that you shouldn't lay prone behind cover. And always keep in mind, for example, any situation, don't go prone, only if it's really necessary. Because if you go prone, you need the time to stand up and run away. Search positions where you can crouch and then engage with the enemy, but don't search a position where you need to go prone to actually kill the enemy. Tip number 4 is how to approach a flag. Like you see there, I'm sitting in a tank, like in an anti-aircraft, and I don't have a real use for it since there are no enemy vehicles in the air, just this one jet passing by. But I don't really use this AA. I wanted to take it for a friend, but he died sadly in front of me, and I saw this guy, and yeah, I couldn't kill him with the anti-aircraft, and I knew that he's gonna be looking for me with C4 since he's a support guy. So I just jumped out of the vehicle and flanked him from behind. I didn't go right in front of him, since I knew where he was going. I flanked him from behind. I just took him out in a position where I saw him, and then I switched position and took a look inside the flag if there's someone taking a look at the position where I shot the enemy. Then I moved back to the position where I shoot an enemy, just to make sure that there's really no enemy coming. Then I moved back and to take a look at the other flags and take a look behind if there's someone coming from the other side, and I saw this vehicle. And always make sure that you spot enemy vehicles, and yeah, if you approach a flag and want to capture it, or at least spot some enemies, always make sure if you kill an enemy, move position or change position, and always make sure that you always, even you're not killing an enemy, change position, since if you take a look at those sides from a different point of view, you're gonna see that there may be some enemies you ain't seeing from a certain perspective. For example, from the perspective where I saw, like where I shot this guy, I may not be able to see the guy, for example, on the right side behind those boxes. So that's the reason why you should switch on the bomb side to check out all the corners and make sure that there's no one there. And this is actually a good part how you attack a flag and how you defend a flag, like I did there. So let's move on. Here's an example of me attacking a flag on Caspian border. I make sure that there's no one around, so I took a look and I saw this guy and I just took him out. And then I moved from the position where I took him out, I just moved around this building so I got a bit more cover and took a look if there's someone coming from the other side and may heard that I killed their friend. So since there's no one, I just moved back to my old position and searching for other enemies. And yeah, since I saw no one, I thought the safest position you can go on the flag is actually inside a building. So I just moved inside the building and I saw those guys inside there. So I just took out one guy and then the second guy. So if you approach somewhere and you shoot a guy and there's a corner, you can't look around the corner yet. Always make sure that you not reload your gun, since you seen in the video when I shot the first guy, I only used like 9 or 10 bullets or something. And yeah, then you got like 21 bullets left for the other enemies. So always make sure that you're not reloading, except for your lower than on 7 rounds or 9 rounds, because actually minimum you need maximum of 9 rounds to kill an enemy with each weapon. Like even with a pistol you need only 5 rounds, so make sure that you only reload on a situation where you know that there's no enemy, because if you get caught off guard reloading your gun, yeah, when the enemies come in, you're gonna die. And always make sure that the corner is free and then reload. And when you reload it, you're gonna shoot a second guy like I did over there. Let's move on. Tip number 5, and the final one, is actually the most important one in Battlefield 4, or in general in the Battlefield series. You always want to make sure that you help your teammate. For example, in this situation, my friend is driving the tank, and as you can see on the borders are up, so we can't pass with a tank through the borders. So there are lots of people trying to attack us and trying to take the tank out, so I decided to hop out of the tank and move on and actually put down those rams so my friend can move on. And I just shot some enemies to just hold them back, like, and prevent him from killing my friend in the tank. And since he's getting damaged, he moves forward, just killed someone, moves backwards when he gets hurt, and yeah, I'm gonna kill them. I'm gonna kill all the enemies. Since they're busy with killing my friend in the tank, I can pick them out like one after another. So always make sure that if you have a friend, as I said, go out, for example in a tank, go out and kill the enemies who are trying to kill your friend. So for example here, I could have shot him there. This is not a reason to jump out if you see the enemy, but there are so many people behind this wall, I had to jump out and help my friend, and I wanted to put down the ramp. So I took this enemy, I just checked my back if there's one coming, and as you can see there was one coming. And yeah, this guy made a mistake and laid down prone in the field. He would have had time to run away, maybe. I don't know, I may have hit him, but he could have tried it instead of just laying prone and sitting there with, with no pants on and stuff. I don't know how you say it the correct way, but yeah, as you can see, while my friend is distracting them with the tank, I just shot him with a gun, and that's all. And those are my top 5 Battlefield 4 tips, and this is episode 1, so stay tuned for my top 5 Battlefield 4 tips episode 2. And yeah, stay tuned, subscribe if you want, if you enjoyed this content, and leave a rating, and yeah, in the comments tell me what I can do better, since this is my first real video I make on YouTube. And yeah, thanks for watching, see you later.